Hello, what's up everyone, and today we are reviewing the Yongnuo 560 Mark III flash. Yes, this is a Chinese flash. It's a Chinese brand flash. It's by Yongnuo, as you can actually somehow tell by the name. It's a Chinese name. It actually reads Yongnuo in Chinese, and it somehow means a promise that lasts forever. So still, I actually find this flash quite nice. Looking at the outward appearance, you can somewhat tell it's actually modeled exactly after the Canon 580 speedlight flash. So it's somewhat a ripoff of the Canon 580EX speedlight or the 600 RT speedlight. But what I will say is that this is actually a very fantastic flash overall. So as you can see by the external build, you might actually notice these buttons on the side of the flash. Now on the 580EX Mark II speedlight, you actually have to press in on here to actually turn the head in any direction. But actually in the Yongnuo, these buttons are actually just for show. You can't really press them, they are hard. So they're not pressable. You can just turn the head, flash head freely, and I actually find this somewhat better because having to press on the buttons before actually turning the flash head is actually quite annoying. So I like this, and the feel of the turning of the flash head actually feels very good. It doesn't feel entirely sort of plasticky and clicky. It feels somewhat dampened. It feels kind of smooth with some significant clicks in between. So I like the feel. It actually feels fairly good. The up-down tilting feels slightly less solid, but still, it is pretty well built. It has a built-in wide-angle diffuser and a bounce card. So, nice features to have. It has a metal hot shoe plate with only one pin, and that one pin is supposed to be the shutter release pin. On the side is a battery compartment that slides up. So unlike some other flashes, the entire flap actually comes off. No, this one stays in place and it hinges there, and it takes 4 AA batteries and it slides back in place. You have a PC sync port on this side and also an external power adapter. So that is pretty much it about the flash. So to power it on, you press and hold the on-off switch. And as you can hear, it has a motorized zoom. It goes from 24 to 105 mm. So I'm not sure if you can actually see this on camera, but the zoom is motorized. You can see it moving inside. It's entirely automated, motorized. So all internal, but still you do have to set the focal length manually. So you get quite a variety of buttons on the back of the flash, and it actually looks pretty clean. So here we can toggle the backlight, which is very nice to have. Great backlight. And if we press and hold, it turns off the sound notification system. So basically what happens is after you fire the flash, it emits a short beep, and once the flash is recharged and ready for a refire, it emits a long beep. So here you can set the mode to just M or multi-shot, and here we have the firing modes, basically manual mode, which is the mode you want to pick when you are mounting this to a hot shoe, and you have slave 1 mode. Slave 1 mode is basically optical slave. Slave 2 mode is same as the optical slave mode, except slave 2 mode ignores the pre-flash. So, and we have RX mode, which is radio transmitter mode. So the Yongnuo 560 Mark III flash is actually compatible with Yongnuo's RF triggers. I have the RF603C here. So how it works is basically, if you have a set of Yongnuo flash triggers, you just need one transceiver, because you don't need to mount another transceiver on the bottom of the flash because it is already built into the flash. So let me demonstrate. I'm going to put this transmitter on my camera hot shoe. I'm using an EOS 70D. I'm gonna turn it on. So now I'm going to make sure that my flash is in RX mode. Turn on the backlight for you. As you can see, it's on RX mode, that's radio transmitter mode. So watch the flash, I'm going to fire the shutter. As you can see, it fired and it emitted that beep saying that it's now recharged and ready for a refire. Now the Yongnuo 560 Mark III flash is actually pretty damn bright. It has a guide number of 58, so that is some pretty insane power you have there. So it's very bright, especially if you are on full power. You don't really want to look into the flash, it hurts like hell. And I should also mention the optical slave mode. It responds to any short pulse of light or infrared light. So it's not like Canon's optical slave system, whereas you communicate using only infrared light and you can actually send exposure data over using the infrared light. No, this is a sort of a dump or dummy system. So basically you set the output on the back and it will respond to any pulse of light. So you might get some misfire with any light, but the upside of that is that it's compatible with any other camera with a built-in flash that actually works. So not just pulse of normal light, it actually also responds to pulses of infrared light. So here I have a remote shutter release, the RC6. So it actually emits a short infrared pulse to trigger the shutter. So to show that this flash also responds to infrared light, I'm going to point the remote at the flash and I'm going to press the shutter release. As you can see, the flash fired. And again, as you can see. But what's great is it has the built-in radio transmitter mode, so it saves you off one more flash transceiver. Now the recycle speed on this flash is really quite great. Now despite having a pretty powerful flash output, it can still recycle fairly quickly. So as you can see, if I spam on the test button, it's going pretty quick. So if I put this on RX mode and I go trigger happy away on my EOS 70D, which is 7 FPS, the flash can still keep up with no problem. As you can see, the recycle speed is really quite great, and even at full power, the recycle speed isn't that slow at all. So I'm gonna put this on full power. Now the pilot button here, it's now red, that means it's ready to fire, and when it's recycling it will turn green, and when it's red again it means it's ready to fire again. So watch how long it takes to recycle at full power, guide number 58. Not bad at all. It'll recycle under 3 seconds, slightly longer if your battery is near dead. So overall, for a flash of this price, it's not too bad at all. By the way, the built-in radio transmitter actually supports up to 12 channels, which is quite good. So do I have any complaints about this flash? I don't really have too many complaints about this flash. The only complaint would be that the hot shoe locking mechanism is one of those turn it all the way around kinds. So you have to turn it, and then it locks. So let me demonstrate. So if I want to mount it onto a camera, I have to put it in, and I have to turn the ring, keep turning, and then it's locked. What I would really prefer though is the locking mechanism that the Canon flashes have, and that is like the one I have here. Just put it in, done. Take it out, done. But again, great value for this flash. Although it is a manual flash, so it does not have TTL, but it doesn't really mean anything to me because I don't use TTL flash. I always set my output manually, and the overall value for money of this flash is simply fantastic. For a flash of only such a cheap price, it offers a huge variety of functionality. It's a very versatile flash. It works perfectly, the recycle time is good. The flash output is strong, so this is a very great flash to have. Its build quality isn't too shabby at all. So given the choice, I would actually go for this over Canon's flashes, because this is just so much cheaper and it offers pretty much the same, if not better. So thank you very much for watching my review on the Yongnuo 560 Mark III flash. So again, thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions or comments, just leave me one below. Leave me a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video.